It's just right. Hi, boy, it is really good to be here tonight.
Yeah.
It's a real honor to be invited, and a real honor to see each of you sitting here in the room tonight. I'm going to start with a brand new piece. But I want to tell you a little bit of the story about how this piece evolved. I was sitting with a group of poets, and I mentioned the fact that I've been a poet for 37 years.
Wow.
One of the younger poets that I was sitting with then turned and looked at me and said, 37 years? My goodness, how old are you?
Should have slapped him.
Well, it crossed my mind. But instead I looked at him and said, you know, I'm old enough to know what I want and young enough to still enjoy it. So, now for this first piece, it's called Wisdom. On first glance, you might think I'm a little past my prime, but in time you will realize this is where the wisdom is. I won't try to snow you. I have an avalanche of truths I'd like to share with you. Cold, hard facts you can stack into a fort of protection. Just call me Ice Queen. Though my heart would melt a glacier, then we could sail away on a stream of possibilities. I dream that one day what we give will be more important than what we receive. If we can conceive of a culture that feeds our hungry, nurses our ills, invests in our young, embraces diversity, we can create it. If we can dream of a healthy relationship, we can make it reality. Some think fidelity is a sacrifice, but then they don't understand the concept of marital life. You see, we choose it this way. Ain't no play worth watching my man walk away. Ain't no play worth watching my man walk away. Couples fight over three main things: money, habits, and other people. The solution is simple. If you don't have it to spend, don't spend it. If a bad habit is affecting your relationship, end it. Which you choose to keep is the one that meant more. If children or other people are in the way, remember children don't stay young forever, and they are very clever at playing you against each other. Don't allow it. As for others, if you don't allow them to share your bed, they have no business in your head. Telling you how to be girlfriend or boyfriend, husband or wife. It is your life. Listen to your partner. It is inevitable one day you will be hurt, perhaps by old dirt or new mistakes. Don't let old dirt turn the uncertainty in a new relationship into the grave of a past one. As for mistakes, if your sink starts leaking or your walls need painting, do you burn the house down?
True. True.
Most problems can be turned around unless they are beating on you. Might need to walk away. Unless they are beating on you, might need to walk away. Unless they are beating on you, might need to walk away. I am a woman, past my prime, but I have a sound mind, a warm heart, a relationship with a man I adore and would die for, but not by his hands. He'd never strike me, I'd walk away if he did. Sometimes in life we have to take a stand, what we will live with and what we won't live without. I hope you choose peace. I hope you choose love. I hope you choose faith. I hope you choose kindness. I hope you choose you. Thank you. My husband of 33 years, David B, is here.
Yeah.
He's going to give me a hand with this next piece.
33 years.
Yeah.
Older than something?
God, y'all was old.
Oh, right. Season.
Chair. Okay.
What you looking for?
Mike.
Another mic?
Yeah. No, it's right here. Chair.
Technical difficulties. While they're doing that,
Yeah.
let me just tell you a little bit about this piece. Women, a lot of women are having their children a little bit later, and sometimes that can be a challenge. We're seeing more and more issues with infertility. Sometimes because they've waited, sometimes because of other kinds of problems. But it's a very painful, difficult thing for many women to go through. I have a friend that's struggling with that now, and she was the inspiration for this piece, but it is a true story. It is my story. And so I'm looking forward to sharing this piece with you now.
She's faced the hardest times you could imagine. Many times her eyes brought back the tears, Lord. And when her youthful world was about to fall in, her slender shoulders bore the weight of all the fears and the sorrow no one hears, still rings in midnight silence in her ears. Let her cry, for she's a lady. Let her dream, for she's a child. Let the rain fall down upon her. She's a free and gentle flower growing wild. And if by chance I should hold her, let me hold her for a time. But if allowed just one possession, I would pick her from the garden to be mine.
I once had a wound, carried lives into, thought I found my purpose, didn't have a clue about life. My best friend made me his wife. Little did I know how deep a well of pain could go. At least we fell in together. And whether my wound was suicidal or my doctor's genocidal, it didn't seem fair that I could no longer bear children. Age 27, most were still searching for their heaven, and mine was feeling like hell. Steel blades designing my skin, scarring me within, creating a lifetime of surgical dances and was to blame for our lost and fragile children. If I couldn't heal them, maybe I could feel them with enough love to balance their sorrow while my guilt hung nooses in the shadows. This is a suicide note from my womb. Died too early, began too soon. Abnormal cells dancing my doom. Blood flowing like an aquatic tomb, but yet I survive. I have come to the conclusion that time is illusion, but love is eternal. My body is a journal of my physical insufficiency. Scars keloided together to create what you see. But this is not full reality. My heart is the essence of me, and my love will live on when my spirit is finally free.
Cry, for she's a lady. Let her dream, for she's a child. Let the rain fall down upon her. She's a free and gentle flower growing wild.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anybody ever been in a relationship? How about with someone who then left? And you moaned and groaned and just really missed them, got angry, got all kinds of feelings, and then you finally move on, get a life, feel good about the direction you're going, and then they come back. What? Well, that's what this piece is about. I remember we loved in passing moments, thought that the past would always be our present. I never consented to be a discarded gift in a partially open wrapping. It seems our eternal ribbon of love was not everlasting, and our endless passion would fall out of fashion. Sadly, my love would overflow your cup and soil your circumstances. So you walked away without offer of second chances, and though my love you chose to reject, I had given my heart, and I have no regrets. Now my love is an overflowing well. You once founded a heavenly hell that you now seek as haven. Lonely and beaten down. Lonely and beaten down. Oh. You come to me filled with remorse and beg me to reverse course. Now, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Can't drown love nor tease, but you gotta get up off of your knees, unless you're intending to pray. You see, you taught me how to love the man who would decide to stay. There's no need for regrets. I will never forget our intimate, passion-filled nights. Private conversations and laughter, and though we never fight, how we make up sex because someone said it was a mess. And it was.
You're so grown.
But that wave of love is going out to sea. We no longer swim in ecstasy. You see, I can't be your life and his wife. So memory will have to suffice. I will always treasure the gift of your love. Never forget your touch, nor your scent. But my husband was heaven sent. I'm his life, his love, and his leading lady. When I'm with him, I'm neither crippled nor crazy. I walk on clouds, and I sleep with sunsets. And I have no regrets. Thank you. Well, we're going to close with a favorite that's always requested. Tonight will be no exception to that. So, can we just go in? What will you do when your sexy is gone? When your behind is no longer flattered by the hint of a thong? When breasts start to droop from age or gravity and hormone decline plays hide and seek with your sanity?
Wow.
When even Victoria can't keep your years a secret? What will you do then? Some believe that they will never age, that older women choose to look that way. The naivete of the young. Others believe it doesn't matter what you say or do as long as a potential suitor turns to look at you. But the mistakes of the young are penalties paid as we age. Just because a man or woman takes you into their bed doesn't mean he'll ever let you into his head or his heart. We pretend it's real anyway, but you will not always look this way. What will you do then? It's time you begin to look beneath the skin. True beauty radiates out from within. You spend hundreds making sure your body shines. What are you doing to enhance your mind? Sexy will grant you a temporary fine, but it takes much more to win a heart that is loving and kind. I speak the truth, I know. If you don't become wise beyond your years, you will spend your life in tears over one bad relationship after another. It is time to discover that inner beauty has more power than any makeup, dress, or heels. You know what makes him hot, but do you know what makes him feel? You are young and beautiful, and I fear you think that's all you need to keep a lover near. But you will not always look this way. What's inside of you is what makes a lover stay as your youth begins to fade away. There will always be younger and sexier, but you won't need to envy her. When your man loves your beauty emanating from inside, you will always be sexy in heart and in his eyes. Thank you.